Go to the next. Now let's talk about what a PE license actually is and then what it is not. So the PE license provides the highest standards of competence, safety, and ethics. Right? It authorizes the engineer to offer engineering services directly to the public. As I mentioned, it is not just a certificate, but it is a certificate, not a mere certificate, but it is a license that provides you the legal authority to actually seal and stamp engineering drawings or packages. So in the United States, you cannot complete any major engineering project without having a license PE to provide their seal and stamping and signature on that package. So that's the first one. So it's a legal document. Number two, the license also provides public safety mandates. The PE license exists to protect the public. Per NCEES, it ensures that only those with verified knowledge, experience, and ethics are responsible for engineering decisions affecting lives. Number three, right? This PE license is state regulated. So which means that all the 50 states in the US are independent of each other. If you are applying for a PE license in New Jersey, it's going to be a different licensing board to give you the license as compared to if you're applying to New York. So these are independent. It's one thing you have to know. So if you have this means that if you have a license let's say in New York, you cannot apply the New York stamp in a different state drawings. So if there's a project in, let's say, Florida, you have to have a PE from Florida to actually provide stamping to those drawings, not from a different state, even though it's the same country. So it's also a portable credential that you can travel or you can carry along, right? Which means that if you have one state license, it gives you the flexibility of reciprocity or comity. This simply means that if you have a license in one state, you can apply to another state to have a multi-state licensure. What the PE license unlocks. Some I have already talked about it. It provides you the legal authority to seal and stamp drawings or engineering packages. It gives you the credential for many government, municipal, and federal contracts. There are some contracts before you would actually be awarded. They need to see that you have the competence. So this is where the license helps you. You can win contracts. You can start your own consulting if you want. So it gives you a lot of things. It also offers the eligibility for engineering services that you can provide to the public independently. So you can do on your own stuff. And then also it provides the gateway to leadership, management, and principal roles. In some companies, you actually would need the PE license to get to the next level. And then some other companies too, or some other industries, it may not apply. So it all depends. The PE also unlocks other things in terms of your career. As we all know, some companies, they can lay off people, and being laid off might not necessarily mean that you are not good. But generally, if you are having the credential, because it's very cherished, you have some kind of protection, right? And then also it enhances your credibility, right? You can be an expert witness in case there's a litigation on a project. So if there's an engineering project and later on there's any court case or litigation, the license PE may be called in to come and bear witness and provide all the evidences and then what went into the design and everything. And also, it's also recognized as marker of competence and professional ethics. Now, let's talk about some of the industries that strongly require, or if you have the PE license, it really helps you. It provides you more leverage. Number one of them, since we are talking about power industry, power, electrical, and power utilities, and grid will be number one. Having the PE license in it actually helps you in utilities. Okay. Next, it's also government and municipal engineering. So, if you want to work in the government or federal institutions, having a license also helps. And don't get me wrong, having the license doesn't mean that you are guaranteed the job or the opportunity in government or municipal contracts, right? It only gives you the leverage, gives you the advantage. If you have two people with the same level of qualification, and then one is a licensed engineer, then there's a high probability of the people who actually award the contract thinking that the one with the license has gone further into professional ethics, especially professional ethics. You can be knowledgeable, experienced, but maybe you lack ethics. But going through the process of acquiring a license actually trains you to be more ethical. Another industry, consulting. Most companies that provide services, engineering, design, are consulting, in solar, wind, battery energy storage, in MEP, right? Or EPCs, they all provide consulting services. So having the license actually helps you here too. Okay, this I already mentioned this about the expert witness during forensic test. They might require somebody who has the ethics and the competence to provide witness. So don't be scared about this one, because some people might think that, okay, if there's litigation and I will be called to bear witness, then I don't even need the license. It's not going to be like that. And I have seen this one in practice where, let's say you work on a project and later on there's a problem with the design, right? Even if there's a litigation, it's not going to go against the PE that stamp, right? It's going to go against the company, but you would represent the company. I hope that clarifies. So you don't think that, okay, I'm going to be arrested or I'm going to be put in a situation where I have to bear witness. But this is something that is done in the industry. And then construction and then infrastructure. Having a license also helps here, right? Because building huge infrastructure is not a small undertaking. You have a lot of controls that has to be implemented in terms of environment, in terms of how pollution might affect people. So these are all about public health, right? And the PE license, the main reason is to ensure that people practice by providing engineering services that will ensure public health, public safety, and then the well-being of people. So having the license also helps you here. Okay. Most people always go with career. They want to have the license because they want to improve their career. And I have talked to many people over the past 3 years. Most people want career growth. And this is very normal and very great. Everybody wants to see growth in their career. How does the PE license help you in your career growth? Right? In the US, it is estimated that from 2024 to 2034, there would be much jobs that would be created, right, for electrical engineers. And this is much faster than the average for all occupations in the US. So electrical engineering is a high demand profession. Think about it.